Hey folks, welcome back to the garage. Not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing today, but I did buy a sway bar for the '89 Mustang. It is the sway bar out of a 2000, I think like a 96 to 04. I got the swap kit to put the mounts on the frame rail because I cut the other brackets off. There's still a little bit of the bracket and I need to get that off. So I might do that today. I'm not sure because I don't really want to have to jack the car back up again. You know what, this is a lot of talking for the beginning of the video, but check this out. This was like 20 bucks on Amazon and I had a gift card. Remember when I told you I needed a long shifter for that high seat that I put in there? Well, here it is. Still don't have the transmission yet, but I did look up some of the things they want around the warranty on them, and I kind of screwed up because I lost the footage of indexing the bell housing. So long story short is they require photographic evidence for the warranty on the transmission, which sucks because I'm gonna have to pull the headers out, take the clutch off, re-index it, and have photographic evidence of that. So that'll be in an upcoming video. All right, so on to whatever I'm doing today. I have no idea. Should we at least take a look at what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? I don't know how I feel about the red. It does come with end links. It's a really beefy sway bar. Ooh, sticker. Comes with end links. Another sticker. One for the toolbox, one for the seat pad. More wiring harness cleanup that I have to do real quick. This, I believe, is the power for the rear defrost. Time lapse. All right, so this is the driver's side door harness. I took this one out because I have to try to fix some of this wiring here. This was from a car had an alarm system in it. So I want to remove this. If you notice, this one is pink with a greenish stripe. That goes to here. And then this one is pink with a yellow stripe. And that one goes to here. So I'm just going to reconnect those to remove this. I'll pop the red right out of here. These are hooked back up, and we can bring them down and tape them up. I want to extend these too a little bit because I'm probably going to be using them. All right, actually let's pause on that harness and let's move on to this, which is like the dome light harness. I know where this goes, we don't need this. All right, so another quick time lapse. So I want to clean this up and we'll be back in a second. Okay, so now the way that this thing goes, this is going to go here like this. Okay, so this is the dome light. this goes over to here. Part of me wants to 3D print an enclosure up here and put a camera up against here with a Raspberry Pi up there. But we'll see about that. How did this go? So now this is likely going to be that's for the sun visor. And that goes over to the driver's side. That goes through here. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to tape this up the way the factory did, because I don't want it like touching. It's not the right tape, but it doesn't really matter. When I get a headliner, nobody's going to see this. Okay. Just like the factory. Hell yeah. Alright. This has to come around. This has to at least reach to over here. Alright, let me let that out a little bit over there. So I just loosened the zip ties that I had here. Alright, and now this can go through a little bit further. Alright, so I think these come across this hump here. Like this goes to the driver's side seat belt. This stuff comes across this way. I think this is the mirrors. Oh, look at this. That's not good. Alright, its soldering is okay, but yeah, look at this repair. It's electric tape. Alright, so we might fix that as well because short circuits are bad, okay? But now here, this is for the parking brake. I can get this to come up to the thingy over here. I guess this would ground here, maybe? Yeah. But either way, we have what we need for that. That means that this comes up over here. I don't know what this is to. I do think that this comes across here somewhere. There it is. Always the last place you look, right? And a tube. Okay, a couple more connections made. This goes around that way, and I think this comes across here like this. This is for the seat belt, I believe. Cigarette lighter, maybe? There's stuff in the middle, in the center console. Alright, so that's good. This comes across here. I don't know what this is for. We'll figure that out later. And then I found that these two go to this. I don't really want to plug that other one in though. I still don't know what this plugs into. Alright, we're in the trunk here, and I want to put the fuel door popper in. So this will be right here. See how tight they get without. Alright. Now theoretically, our remote door popper is fully installed. I want to try something real quick, which involves, this might be a mistake, but let's try it out. Okay, now let's find, oh. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh. Okay, cool. Might need a new one of these, but that's pretty badass. Not plug that in now. At least we know what this does. Cool. Alright, so glove light works. I think this might connect to the door plunger, which would make sense for it being in this area here. Yeah, that's probably it. All right, fine. I'll read the friggin' manual. All right, let's see. I'm gonna look through this and I'm gonna try to diagnose my electrical issues, and we'll catch back up. One thing I need to mention is that this car had a security system installed in it, and I had cut that out back in 2019, I believe. So there's a very significant chance that I screwed up something here. Okay, so if we just try to back out some of this wiring, yeah, it just comes right out. Okay, it's probably not good. So there was a white wire coming off of this over here that was spliced in from the this wire at the end here. Man, you're not gonna be able to see anything. Just give me 1 second. Here it is. This is probably one of the worst splices I've ever made in my life. I'm wondering if this is bad, and this could be, so that's the ignition switch right there. That provides power to the circuit, the fuse panel over there. So there's a chance I screwed this up. There's also a chance that that switch is bad. So I'm gonna order one of those switches, but I also wanna just check this really quick. All right, let me just check continuity on either side of this. Fine. Might be fine. Ouch. Ouch, I did it again. Okay, so that would be, I think, right here. Okay. All right, so we got continuity there. But I might still cut this out and redo it because this looks like crap. All right, so it could be a bad switch over here. I might also not have a problem here. I still have to look into this, but we'll try replacing that switch and just see what happens. Okay, so now this is, what is this? Oh, I tested these are nothing. Okay. Let's look at this. This is the blower motor, number 9. So I'm gonna see if I have power going to that. All right, so this is actually the fog light. Let's see how much, I mean, that should be grounded, right? Millivolts. All right, so there's 12.9 volts here. That's good. That's the horn and stuff. So I had this plugged in wrong. This goes on this side here. I had it plugged into here and it worked, but this is not where it goes. Plug this into here and the horn just started blasting. I'm gonna have to figure that one out, but we're getting closer here. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. All right, excellent. All right, so I plugged both of those in, and let's see what happens. Eesh. All right. What I think I'm gonna do is unplug the horn, since I have this here, and then we're gonna turn the power on and see if other things work. Check that. That doesn't work, but that does. In case this is a switched ground, we would have continuity between one of these and the ground. They're all grounds. They're all grounded. Hey folks, this is sometime in the future sleazy. A bunch of these electrical videos are kind of all over the place, and I didn't really record intros and outros for all of them. So apologies on that. I'll throw some text up or whatever. But thanks for watching. Maybe that's not right. All right. I have no idea how to use this. this is heating up. Yeah, it's heating up.